First contact. The day the Zarthol arrived changed everything. Dr. Elara Chen stood on the roof of the Xenobiology Research Center, her dark hair whipping in the wind as she watched the massive ships descend from the clouds. Their crystalline structures glinted in the sunlight, a breathtaking display of advanced technology beyond anything humanity had achieved. As the lead xenobiologist at the facility, Elara knew she would be on the front lines of humanity's first contact with an alien species. Her heart raced with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. This was the moment she had spent her entire career preparing for, yet nothing could have truly readied her for the reality of it. The first signs of the Zarthol's arrival had come just days earlier. Massive energy signatures were detected entering the solar system, followed by transmissions in an unknown language. It had taken the world's best linguists and codebreakers working around the clock to decipher even the basics of their message. We come in peace. We seek to learn. Now, as the ships touched down in designated areas around the globe, humanity held its collective breath. Would this be the dawn of a new era of interstellar cooperation and advancement, or the beginning of the end for life as they knew it? Elara made her way down to the facility's main conference room, where key personnel had gathered to monitor the situation. Screens displayed news feeds from around the world as the Zarthol emerged from their ships. They were unlike anything Elara had imagined. Tall, slender beings with iridescent skin that seemed to shift colors with their movements. Their faces were adorned with intricate patterns, and their large, multifaceted eyes gleamed with intelligence. Most strikingly, they appeared to be hermaphroditic, with no clear gender differentiation. As the first tentative meetings between human leaders and Zarthol representatives began, Elara and her team worked feverishly to analyze the data coming in. The aliens' biology was fascinating, a complex system that seemed to incorporate both carbon and silicon-based elements, but it was their method of reproduction that caused the most stir. They reproduce through a process of energy transfer and cellular division, Elara explained to her colleagues, her voice filled with wonder. No physical contact required. It's completely unlike anything we've seen before. What the team didn't realize at first was that this fundamental difference was the source of great concern for the Zarthol. As more information was exchanged, it became clear that the aliens found the human method of reproduction shocking and potentially dangerous. Elara was pulled from her research by an urgent summons. She rushed to the facility's main auditorium, where she found herself face-to-face with a Zarthol representative. The alien's skin shimmered with hues of blue and green as it regarded her with those unsettling, multifaceted eyes. Dr. Chen, the translator device, spoke in a neutral tone. I am Kexler, chief scientist of the Zarthol expedition. We have reviewed your species' biological data and have grave concerns. Elara straightened, trying to project calm professionalism despite her racing heart. What concerns you, Kexler? We're eager to address any misunderstandings. The alien's skin rippled, a sign Elara would later learn indicated distress. Your method of reproduction, this sexual intercourse, it is violent, invasive. The exchange of bodily fluids, the potential for disease transmission, and the act itself, it seems traumatic. Elara blinked, taken aback. She had never considered how human reproduction might appear to a species with such a different biology. I assure you, Kexler, for humans, sexual intercourse is generally a positive experience. It's an expression of love and connection, not violence. But the Zarthol seemed unconvinced. Over the next few days, as diplomatic talks continued around the globe, a growing undercurrent of fear and mistrust began to spread among the aliens. They saw humans as unpredictable, driven by base urges that the Zarthol had long since evolved beyond. Elara found herself working around the clock, trying to bridge the gap in understanding. She compiled data on human relationships, love, and the biology of reproduction. But for every step forward in building trust, it seemed they took 2 steps back. The situation came to a head when a group of more militant Zarthol demanded that humans be quarantined, seeing them as a potential threat to the aliens' way of life. The news spread like wildfire, causing panic and outrage among humanity. As tensions rose, Ilara received an unexpected visitor. Kexalor appeared at her lab, its skin now a swirling mix of anxious yellows and oranges. Dr. Chen, the alien said, its translator unable to fully convey the complexity of emotion in its voice, "I fear we have made a grave error in our assessment of your species. The reaction to our concerns, it is not what we expected. There is much we still do not understand." Ilara saw an opportunity, perhaps their only chance to salvage the situation before it spiraled out of control. "Then let us help you understand, Kexalor, not just through data, but through real interaction and exchange. Let me show you who we really are." There was a long moment of silence as the Zarthol considered her words. Finally, its skin settled into a more neutral blue. "Very well, Dr. Chen. I will personally oversee a cultural exchange program. But be warned, if we find humanity to be the threat some of us fear, the consequences will be severe." As Kexalor left, Ilara let out a shaky breath. She had just volunteered to become the ambassador for all of humanity, to prove to an advanced alien species that they were worthy of trust and cooperation. The fate of two worlds now rested on her shoulders. Little did she know, this was only the beginning of a journey that would challenge everything both humans and Zarthol thought they knew about life, love, and the vast possibilities of the universe. The Empathy Protocol. Dr. Ilara Chen stood before the imposing Zarthol ship, its crystalline surface shimmering with an otherworldly glow. She took a deep breath, steadying her nerves. Today marked the beginning of the most ambitious cultural exchange program in human history. "Ready, Dr. Chen," Kexalor's translator chirped. The alien scientist's skin rippled with hues of curious green and cautious blue. Ilara nodded, forcing a smile. "As ready as I'll ever be." They entered the ship, and Ilara gasped. The interior was a marvel of bioengineering. Living walls pulsed with bioluminescent veins, and holographic displays floated in midair. But what caught her attention was a large, egg-shaped pod in the center of the room. "This," Kexalor explained, "is the Empathy Protocol, our most advanced technology for cultural understanding." Ilara approached the pod, her scientific curiosity piqued. "How does it work?" "It creates a neural link between participants, allowing a deep sharing of memories, emotions, and experiences. We believe this is the fastest way to bridge the gap between our species." Ilara's heart raced. The implications were staggering. "And you want me to?" "To be the first human to experience it," Kexalor confirmed. "With me." The risk was enormous, but so was the potential reward. Ilara took a deep breath and nodded. "I'm in." As they settled into the pod, Ilara felt a moment of panic. What if this changed her forever? What if she lost herself in the alien consciousness? The pod hummed to life, and suddenly, Ilara wasn't just herself anymore. She was Kexalor, hatching from a crystalline egg, surrounded by the loving energy of 1,000 parents. She felt the joy of first division, the wonder of first flight among the gas giants of the Zarthol homeworld. She experienced the deep, spiritual connection of Earthling Reproduction, the merging of energy fields, the ecstasy of cellular fusion. It was beautiful, transcendent, nothing like the violent act they had feared human reproduction to be. But then, through her own memories, Kexalor experienced human love. The warmth of a mother's embrace, the excitement of a first kiss, the deep bond between partners. The alien consciousness reeled at the intensity of human emotion, so raw and powerful. They relived Ilara's first heartbreak, the soul-crushing grief of losing a loved one, the exhilaration of scientific discovery. Kexalor marveled at humanity's resilience, their ability to find joy and meaning in an often harsh and unforgiving universe. As the experiences flowed between them, a new understanding blossomed. The fear and mistrust melted away, replaced by a profound appreciation for the beauty in their differences. When the neural link finally disengaged, Ilara and Kexalor emerged forever changed. Tears streamed down Elara's face, and Caxelor's skin shimmered with colors she now recognized as deep emotion. I had no idea. Caxelor's translator struggled to convey the depth of feeling in its voice. Your species, you feel so much, so deeply. It's overwhelming, but beautiful. Elara wiped her eyes, smiling. And your way of life, your connection to the cosmos, it's breathtaking. We have so much to learn from each other. As news of the successful exchange spread, both humans and Zarthol clamored for the opportunity to participate. The empathy protocol became the cornerstone of interspecies relations, breaking down barriers faster than anyone had thought possible. But not everyone was happy with this rapid integration. A faction of humans, led by charismatic Senator Maxwell Blackwood, saw the alien influence as a threat to human identity. We're losing ourselves, Blackwood thundered in a viral speech. These aliens are changing the very fabric of what it means to be human. We must protect our way of life. His words struck a chord with those who feared change, and soon protests erupted around Zarthol installations worldwide. Meanwhile, a group of conservative Zarthol, horrified by the contamination of human ideas, plotted to sabotage the empathy protocol. They believed the only way to preserve their species' purity was to cut off all contact with humanity. Caught in the middle of this growing storm, Elara and Caxelor realized that their work had only just begun. They had unlocked the door to understanding, but the path to true harmony between their species would be fraught with challenges. As tensions mounted, a new crisis emerged. Reports began to surface of humans and Zarthol who had undergone the empathy protocol experiencing strange symptoms. Vivid shared dreams, unexplained physical changes, and in some cases, the development of telepathic abilities. Dr. Chen found herself working around the clock, trying to understand these unprecedented phenomena. Was this the next step in both species' evolution, or had they unknowingly unleashed something dangerous? The situation reached a boiling point when a human Zarthol hybrid child was born, something that should have been biologically impossible. The infant, with iridescent skin and multifaceted eyes, but undeniably human features, became the center of a worldwide debate on the future of both species. As fear and wonder gripped the globe, Elara received an urgent message from a secret government facility. They had detected an anomaly in space-time, centered on areas of high empathy protocol activity. The message was clear. The merging of human and Zarthol consciousness wasn't just changing individuals, it was altering the very fabric of reality. Elara and Caxelor shared a look of both excitement and trepidation. They stood on the precipice of the greatest scientific discovery in history, and potentially the biggest threat their worlds had ever faced. As protests raged and the hybrid child captured the world's imagination, Elara and Caxelor prepared to embark on their most dangerous mission yet. They would journey into the heart of the space-time anomaly, seeking answers that could determine the fate of both their species. Little did they know, forces beyond their comprehension were stirring. The universe itself seemed to be responding to this unprecedented merging of consciousnesses. Humanity's capacity for emotion and the Zarthol's cosmic connection had unlocked something ancient and powerful. As Elara and Caxelor stepped into the unknown, the question on everyone's minds was, were they witnessing the birth of a new hybrid species that would bridge the gap between worlds? Or were they opening a Pandora's box that could unravel the very laws of physics? The fate of two worlds hung in the balance, and the next chapter of this cosmic journey promised to redefine the very nature of existence itself. Quantum entanglement of souls. The air crackled with energy as Dr. Elara Chen and Caxelor stood before the shimmering portal of the space-time anomaly. Their research vessel, a hybrid of human and Zarthol technology, hummed softly around them. This mission was unprecedented, a journey into the unknown fabric of reality itself. Are you certain about this, Elara? Caxelor's skin rippled with concerned purples and anxious yellows. The risks are incalculable. Elara squared her shoulders, her eyes fixed on the swirling vortex before them. We have no choice. The anomalies are spreading. If we don't understand what's happening, both our worlds could be at risk. As they stepped through the portal, reality itself seemed to bend and warp around them. Colors they had no names for flashed across their vision, and sounds beyond the range of human or Zarfil hearing echoed in their minds. Suddenly, they found themselves in a vast ethereal space. Streams of consciousness flowed around them like rivers of light, each one a fusion of human emotion and Zarfil cosmic awareness. By the Great Divide, Kexlor whispered, its translator barely able to capture the awe in its voice. What is this place? Before Elara could respond, a presence made itself known. It wasn't a physical being, but rather a coalescence of energy and thought. When it spoke, it was directly into their minds, in a language beyond words. Welcome, children of two worlds, the presence said. You stand at the precipice of a great awakening. Elara's scientific mind raced to comprehend what she was experiencing. Who? What are you? We are the cosmic weavers, the presence replied, guardians of the quantum tapestry that binds all consciousness in the universe. Your two species have done something remarkable. You've created a bridge between different modes of existence. Images flashed through their minds. The birth of stars, the rise and fall of civilizations across countless worlds, the intricate dance of subatomic particles that underpin reality itself. The empathy protocol, Kexlor realized, its skin shimmering with epiphany. It wasn't just sharing memories. It was quantum entanglement of souls, the cosmic weavers finished. Your fusion of emotion and cosmic awareness has resonated across the multiverse, awakening potentials long dormant in both your species. Elara's mind reeled at the implications. The hybrid child, the new abilities manifesting in those who use the protocol, this is all part of it. Yes, the weavers confirmed. You stand at the beginning of a new evolutionary leap, but with great power comes great responsibility. The changes rippling through your worlds are just the beginning. The cosmic weavers showed them visions of possible futures, a harmonious blend of human and Zarfil societies, reaching out to the stars with technologies beyond imagination, but also darker possibilities, the power of this new consciousness used for domination or tearing apart the very fabric of space-time. The choice of which path to follow rests with both your peoples, the weavers said. We cannot interfere directly, only guide. You must return and prepare your worlds for what is to come. As the visions faded, Elara and Kexlor found themselves back on their ship, the portal closing behind them. But they were forever changed. The cosmic awareness of the Zarfil had melded with Elara's human intuition and emotion, while Kexlor now felt the full depth of human passion and creativity. They looked at each other, a new level of understanding passing between them. They were no longer just allies or even friends. They were something entirely new, the first true human-Zarfil hybrids in consciousness, if not in body. As they journeyed back to Earth, Elara and Kexlor knew the real challenge was just beginning. How could they convey the magnitude of what they had learned to their respective species? How could they guide humanity and the Zarfil towards this new evolutionary leap without causing panic or conflict? The ship's communication system crackled to life, breaking their contemplation. It was a priority message from Earth Command, and the news was dire. Dr. Chen, Kexlor, the grim voice came through. The situation has escalated. Riots have broken out in major cities. The hybrid child has been kidnapped by extremists, and we're detecting massive energy fluctuations around empathy protocol sites worldwide. Whatever you've discovered, we need answers now. The fate of both our worlds depends on it. Elara and Kexlor shared a look of determination. The journey into the quantum realm had given them insights and abilities beyond anything they had imagined. Now, it was time to put them to the test. As they approached Earth, the planet pulsed with a new energy visible only to their enhanced perceptions. The cosmic weaver's words echoed in their minds. The choice of which path to follow rests with both your peoples. The next few days would determine the course of two civilizations and potentially reshape the very nature of consciousness in the universe. Ilara took a deep breath, feeling the weight of this cosmic responsibility. "Ready?" she asked Kexelar, a small smile playing on her lips despite the gravity of the situation. Kexelar's skin shimmered with a complex blend of determination, excitement, and a touch of very human nervousness. Together, it replied, the emotion in its voice needing no translation. As their ship began its descent towards a world in turmoil, Ilara and Kexelar prepared to face their greatest challenge yet. They were no longer just representatives of their individual species, but ambassadors of a new cosmic order. The future of two worlds, and perhaps the entire universe, rested in their hands. Harmonic convergence. As Ilara and Kexelar's ship pierced Earth's atmosphere, the world below them pulsed with chaotic energy. Their newly enhanced senses allowed them to perceive the turbulent emotions of billions of humans and Zarthol, a swirling maelstrom of fear, wonder, and possibility. "We need to stabilize the quantum fluctuations," Kexelar said, its skin flickering with urgent hues. "If we don't, the fabric of reality in this sector could unravel." Ilara nodded, her mind racing. The empathy protocol sites. They're acting like acupuncture points on the planet's energy field. If we can harmonize them, we could create a planetary resonance chamber. Kexelar finished, the concept flowing between their linked consciousnesses. As they landed, they were met by a tense group of human and Zarthol leaders. The fear and mistrust were palpable, but Ilara and Kexelar's transformed presence had an immediate effect. The leaders found themselves instinctively calming, drawn to the aura of cosmic awareness that surrounded the pair. "We don't have much time," Ilara announced, her voice carrying a new authority. "We need access to all empathy protocol sites, and we need to broadcast globally." While the leaders scrambled to comply, Ilara and Kexelar focused on a more urgent task, finding the kidnapped hybrid child. Using their enhanced abilities, they reached out, sensing the unique quantum signature of the infant's dual consciousness. They found the child in an abandoned warehouse, surrounded by a group of extremists from both species. But as Ilara and Kexelar approached, something extraordinary happened. The child, barely a few months old, opened its eyes that swirled with the colors of nebulae and sparked with human curiosity. A wave of pure empathy radiated from the infant, washing over the extremists. Hardened hearts softened, and years of fear and hatred melted away in an instant. "It's a catalyst," Kexelar breathed, awe coloring its words. "The child is a living embodiment of the empathy protocol." With the child safely recovered, Ilara and Kexelar enacted their plan. At empathy protocol sites around the world, volunteers, both human and Zarthol, linked minds. Ilara and Kexelar, with the hybrid child cradled between them, served as the focal point. As the global broadcast began, Ilara spoke, her words carried on waves of empathic energy that transcended language barriers. "People of Earth and children of Zarthol, hear us. We stand at a crossroads of cosmic significance. The universe itself has recognized the potential of our union. We are not meant to fear our differences, but to celebrate them. Together, we can unlock the next stage of conscious evolution." Kexelar continued, its translator now unnecessary as pure meaning flowed from its consciousness. "We have seen wonders beyond imagination and terrors that could unmake reality. The power to shape our destiny lies within each of us, but we must choose wisely." As they spoke, the hybrid child began to glow, its unique energy resonating with the linked minds across the planet. The quantum fluctuations that had threatened to tear reality apart began to stabilize, forming intricate patterns of cosmic harmony. Across the globe, humans and Zarthol alike found themselves experiencing flashes of shared consciousness. Ancient wisdom of the cosmos melded with the passionate creativity of humanity. Barriers of language, culture, and biology melted away in the face of a greater, shared understanding. But it wasn't a loss of individuality, rather it was an expansion. Each person, human and Zarthal, felt their sense of self grow to encompass a broader cosmic awareness while retaining their unique essence. As the harmonic convergence reached its peak, something unprecedented occurred. The fabric of space-time around Earth shimmered, and for a brief moment, the planet existed in multiple realities simultaneously. Glimpses of alternate Earths flashed in the sky, worlds where humanity had destroyed itself, worlds where the Zarthal had never arrived, and worlds of unimaginable advancement and harmony. In that moment of quantum superposition, every individual on the planet was faced with a choice. They could embrace the new potential awakened within them, or cling to the familiar limitations of their past. As the cosmic energies settled, Ilara and Kexlor found themselves standing in a transformed world. The cities around them had begun to shift, incorporating organic Zarthal architecture seamlessly with human designs. In the streets, humans and Zarthal moved together in a beautiful dance of cooperation, their auras visibly intertwining. But the change wasn't just on Earth. As reports came in from Zarthal ships in orbit, it became clear that the effects of the harmonic convergence had rippled out into the solar system and beyond. New hyperspace lanes had opened, offering paths to distant galaxies. The consciousness of gas giants and stellar bodies had awakened, ready to communicate with the newly evolved beings of Earth. The hybrid child, now peacefully sleeping in Ilara's arms, represented the promise of this new era. It was not just a blending of human and Zarthal, but a bridge between the physical and the cosmic, a living key to unlocking the secrets of the universe. As the sun set on this momentous day, Ilara and Kexlor stood on a hilltop, watching the transformed world below. The challenges ahead were immense. Learning to wield these new cosmic powers responsibly, navigating the complexities of a multi-dimensional society, and preparing for their role as guardians of universal harmony. But for now, they allowed themselves a moment of peace, their consciousnesses intertwined, two beings from different worlds who had found something profound in each other, and in doing so, had changed the course of cosmic history. The journey that had begun with fear and misunderstanding had led to the dawn of a new age of cosmic enlightenment. And as the stars twinkled above, seeming to shine with new purpose, Ilara and Kexlor knew that this was only the beginning of humanity's greatest adventure. Cosmic synthesis. The dawn of a new era broke over Earth, bathing the transformed planet in a light that seemed to shimmer with newfound awareness. In the months following the harmonic convergence, humanity and the Zarthal had entered a phase of rapid evolution and adaptation, their societies blending in ways once thought impossible. Dr. Elara Chen stood atop the newly constructed Nexus Tower, a marvel of human ingenuity and Zarthal biotechnology that stretched beyond the atmosphere. Beside her, Kexlor's iridescent form pulsed with excited hues. The hybrid child, now a toddler named Nova, played at their feet, manipulating quantum strings like a celestial instrument. "It's time," Ilara said, her voice carrying the weight of cosmic responsibility. "The Galactic Council awaits." With a thought, a portal of swirling energy opened before them. They stepped through, Nova cradled in Kexlor's arms, and found themselves in a vast chamber that seemed to exist outside of normal space-time. Beings of unimaginable diversity filled the chamber, representatives from civilizations across the universe. Some were recognizably humanoid, others defied description, existing as pure energy or in dimensions beyond human perception. At the center of the chamber stood the cosmic weavers, their form a constantly shifting tapestry of light and consciousness. "Welcome, guardians of the new path," their thoughts resonated through the assembly. "You stand before us as proof of the universe's greatest experiment." Ilara stepped forward, her presence radiating a unique blend of human determination and Zarthal cosmic awareness. "Honored members of the Galactic Council," she began, her words translated instantly across all modes of communication. "We come before you not just as representatives of Earth or Zarthal, but as ambassadors of a new form of universal consciousness." Kexlor continued, its bioluminescent patterns forming complex equations in the air. Our union has unlocked potentials dormant since the dawn of the cosmos. We offer a bridge between the physical and the metaphysical, a harmony of emotion and pure thought. Murmurs rippled through the assembly. A being of pure crystal chimed in, its thoughts resonating through the chamber. Your achievements are impressive, but how can we be sure this power won't lead to imbalance? The cosmos is delicate. Nova, sensing the tension, toddled to the center of the chamber. As all eyes turned to the child, it began to glow, emitting waves of pure empathic energy. The assembled beings gasped as they felt a fraction of the connection that now existed between humans and Zarthol. This is the key, Elara explained, her voice filled with maternal pride and scientific wonder. Nova represents the next step in conscious evolution, not just for our species, but potentially for all sentient life. Kexlor elaborated, its form shimmering with excitement. We propose a grand experiment. Allow us to share the empathy protocol with willing civilizations across the galaxy. Together, we can create a network of heightened consciousness, a collective quantum intelligence that respects individual diversity while fostering universal understanding. The chamber erupted in a cacophony of debate. Some beings recoiled at the idea, fearing loss of identity. Others leaned in, intrigued by the potential. The cosmic weavers observed silently, their cosmic tapestry reflecting the swirling emotions and thoughts of the assembly. As the debate raged, Nova began to play with the very fabric of reality around them. The child's innocent manipulation of quantum strings created a breathtaking display of alternate realities and possible futures. The council chamber fell silent, mesmerized by the infinite potential unfolding before them. Seizing the moment, Elara stepped forward once more. This is what we offer, not an end to individuality, but an expansion of it. A chance to experience the cosmos in ways we've only dreamed of, to solve problems that have plagued our civilizations for eons, to explore not just outer space, but inner space. Kexlor joined her, their auras merging in a dazzling display of unity. We stand at the threshold of a new age of cosmic enlightenment. Will you join us in taking this leap? The cosmic weavers stirred, their form coalescing into a more defined shape. When they spoke, it was with the weight of eons. The path you propose is not without risk, but the potential for growth is undeniable. We will allow this experiment to proceed, under our careful observation. A cheer went up from some members of the assembly, while others remained cautiously optimistic. As the council adjourned, beings from across the universe approached Elara, Kexlor, and Nova, eager to learn more about the empathy protocol and the possibilities it presented. As they prepared to return to Earth, Elara and Kexlor shared a moment of quiet reflection. They had come so far from those first days of fear and misunderstanding. Now, they stood at the forefront of a cosmic revolution, guiding not just their own species, but potentially all sentient life towards a new stage of evolution. Nova tugged at their hands, eager to explore this new realm. As they watched the child play with the very building blocks of reality, Elara and Kexlor knew that the greatest adventures still lay ahead. The universe was vast and full of wonders, and they had only just begun to scratch the surface of what was possible. As they stepped back through the portal to Earth, the planet seemed to pulse with new energy, as if sensing the monumental changes to come. The fear that had once divided humans and Zarthol had transformed into a shared sense of purpose and cosmic destiny. In labs and meditation chambers across the globe, humans and Zarthol worked together, refining the empathy protocol and preparing to share it with the galaxy. New technologies emerged daily, blending the best of both species' knowledge with the cosmic insights they had gained. And high above, in the swirling quantum realms that intersected with physical space, the cosmic weavers watched with interest. The great experiment had begun, and the next chapter in the story of consciousness in the universe was about to unfold. As night fell on this new Earth, Elara, Kexlor, and Nova stood together, gazing up at the stars. But now, those distant points of light were not just objects of wonder. They were beacons of possibility, future friends and allies in the grand cosmic dance of conscious evolution. The journey that had begun with fear and misunderstanding had led to the brink of universal enlightenment, and as the first emissaries from distant worlds began to arrive, eager to experience the empathy protocol for themselves, Ilara and Kexlor knew that the true adventure was only just beginning. The universe held its breath, poised on the edge of a new era of cosmic synthesis, and at the heart of it all was the unlikely union of humanity and Zarthol, a testament to the transformative power of understanding, empathy, and love.